Morning everyone, here we are back again, and very happy I am to be back here again, I've got to tell you. So before we start, we're going to put a bubble of white light of protection around us individually and as the family group that we are, and that we will always be. So just get yourself a little bit calm and collected, open all them energy centres up, and we'll start. Right, but as normal, I've got a little bit to say to you before we do start. Right, the power of your word. Right, the power of your word is immense. And sometimes we say stuff so casually and we never think about the effect that we have on other people, whether it's that we're being funny about them, or we're just plain taking the mick out of them, or we're just saying hurtful words about them because that's what we want to do. Those words can have an effect for the rest of that person's life who's having that off you. So just be take a little bit more time to think about what you're saying to people, right? And worse than that, we say it to ourselves. Now, this is a really random story, and you will know all the little ins and secrets of my life by the time that we finish these meditations, right? I did something 40 years ago. It wasn't drastic, but I will call it a grudge against someone who I had considered to be my friend who let me down. Right, and I actually thought I never thought about it anymore. It just was something that happened. And then my brother said something to me one day, and whoa, this whole thing came back out again. And I thought, and I actually said to him, I haven't been holding this, for 40 years, but I actually had. That's how come it still come out. And do you think that did my body any good to hold that resentment? And that's what it was, a resentment, because someone didn't treat me as good as what I thought I should have been treated, right? I held that in my body for 40 years. So that's why we're going to use the dustbin all the time. We're going to use that dustbin every week to get rid of stuff that doesn't serve us any purpose whatsoever, only the purpose of making us feel bad about ourselves. So don't hold stuff back for 40 years because it doesn't do you any good whatsoever, right? And I'm it's just one of them stories. And also within that stories, I've got a friend who, and to be honest with her, she is unlucky in love. I don't think unlucky is the right word really, but for her, she's unlucky. Right, now her children hear her saying that she's unlucky, right? So they now think they're unlucky. And so it goes on. So be careful with your words. Everything that we say, everything that we think goes out there on a vibration, and it's picked up and acted on. So if you're one of them people who keep saying, oh, I'm so stupid, them lot up there's going to listen to you and go, well, all right, she won't have it from us, so we're going to give her stupid until she stops. And that is what happens to you. That is exactly what happens to you. So be very careful with your words, because they are important to other people. And people like moi, hold them for 40 years, and mine weren't even hurtful stuff. Mine was just like silly, really, now that I look back on it. But it's very important that you watch what comes out that mouth, because once them words are out, you can't put them back in. That's the one. You can't put them back in. Even though saying that, you can get forgiven when you say wrong words. You ain't got to have it forever. You can just say sorry and don't do it no more. And then that should be the end of it. Anyway, enough of as my dusting calls them, my ranting. I want you to live with no blame, no guilt, no shame. That's what I want for all of us. No blame, no shame, no guilt. Be the best that you can be. That's all we ask. Right, so now I'm going to let you listen to the dulcet tones of my Tony, the big bowl bonger. And so now 3 deep breaths. Shut your eyes. We're going to go off into our meditation. So as normal, we're going to walk up our wooded path. We're inhaling all the smells of spring and summer. We love that we're at one with the universe. We're at one with nature. And we're feeling very good this morning because we know we're coming up to the dustbin. So all of this week's rubbish, all of this week's things that have annoyed you about yourself, about other people, all them things, put it in that dustbin. All them things that you thought about yourself over the years that are not true, put them in the dustbin and all, because we've all got beautiful souls. Just sometimes we lose our way a little bit sometimes, that's all. And we can always find our way back again, we just got to ask. So I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes to put all that rubbish in there. All them bad words, all them harsh words. Any time that you feel that you've been mean, put them feelings in there and all. Don't have to be acts, can be feelings too. Now put that lid on tight. If you've had to have more than one dustbin, put all of those lids on tightly. Make sure none of that stuff comes back. And we walk up our path. Oh, there's bluebells all around. I could smell them right now. I want you to hold your hands out, absorbing the energies that we get free from the earth. Until we come to our beautiful tree. It's the most beautiful tree in the whole world, this tree. And it's ours. We've been given permission to go into it and found our own quiet space in there. So that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to go into your quiet space. I want you to give yourself a couple of minutes just to get your breath back, get your balance back before we start doing our work. Just a little bit of revitalising for yourself. And then we rise out of ourselves. We rise up and up. We rise so high, we're looking down on the earth. It's really weird, you can see spots on the earth where there's turmoil going on. I want you to direct your love and healing to those spots. Or if you've got a favourite place that you need to be, do it there. Oh, and actually, we're going to really focus on America right now, because there's a lot going on in America, and I think they really need some healing sent to them. So open up your heart chakra, let that love flow out for everyone and everything, because you're not judging. You're not judging who should have your healing. You're just letting it come. And I'll leave you for a few minutes while we do that. As much love as you can, put it out there. before we come back down, have a look around. Have a look around you. There are thousands of angels and earth angels like yourself who are doing exactly this work. Exactly the same work as us, sending healing to the earth, to the hot spots of the earth. So I want you just to come back down now, back down. Back down till you're sitting in your safe space in the tree. Put your hands on your heart. Give yourself some healing. I was going to say to you, blow a kiss to your tree. Love that tree that loves and nourishes you. And bring yourself back gently now to you in your chair that you started off with. 3 deep breaths. Bring yourself back down. Well done. Well done, all of you. Fantastic work. Proper fantastic work. Well done. And as we're walking down our path, there's little bunnies running in front of us just to show the beauty of life. All the gifts of life that we've got that are free, that we don't exploit or use to the best of our ability anymore. We have to get this connection back to earth from all of us. Because when we're connected, we are back to being the whole one that we started off being. I think we just got a little bit lost down the way. So you back? Right, I've pulled a card for today. I actually did not watch. When I saw it come out, I thought, I don't want to do this one. Should I pick another one? No, you've got to do this one because this is the one that got picked. And as you can see from that, it's the money card. Right, everyone is worried about money. Right, you all put money ahead of your health. But all I have to say, I can't give you no answers of like if you haven't got any money and life is hard. All I can say to you is that ask for help. Not everyone is a mind reader. Sometimes we have to ask for help. It's not a big deal. Loads of people have got it in their life that asking for anything is a sign of weakness. It's absolutely not. It's the total opposite. If you need a bit of help, you have to ask for it. There's no shame in it. In life, a step downwards is not a step backwards. Or a step backwards in life is not a step downwards, because path of life is uneven for it's all. And the weird thing about all the hard things that you're having now, later on, there'll be good that comes out of this. And that's the strange thing about when we have hardships. They're the best things for teaching you lessons. And if you've got money hardships right now, it's a teacher. You don't need that much money. I mean, you need money. Everyone needs a bit of money. But how much money do you need? And it's not as much as what you think. And you'd be surprised at the amount of people out there that will help you if you ask for help. So even though I haven't got a little magic wand or Tony's thing that he does, I wish that I had a magic wand that could make all your money worries disappear. But normally there's a reason for it. Either you're not walking on the right path or you just got lessons to learn. But out of those lessons, you will either work with that in your life, or you'll help someone else who's in exactly the same situation because you've already had it. You know it. You can't read this stuff in books to learn. You have to have it in life, otherwise it don't work. So even though money might be top of your agenda, remember, health is your wealth. Not paper money. Health is your wealth. And again, that leads us into all the decisions that are coming up for us now. because lockdown seems to have fallen apart, so to speak. So be careful out there, stay alert, and try and make it as hard as you can so that you don't get that disease, so you don't get it. Make it as hard for the disease as it can to get you. That's all I can say, right? Big thank you to all the girls out there and the boys, everyone that's working out there, from the nurses, the doctors, the carers, the cleaners, the dustbin men, the people that work in supermarkets. There's millions of them. Never get a word of thanks. Actually, normally get moaned at. But it's just part of it right now. Don't worry. If you've got worries, share them with someone. If your partner or a friend, don't keep your worries to yourself. And it will, they always say that problem shared is a problem halved. And just before I go, when I was a young girl and I was painting in my school, I must have only been 11 or 12. The art teacher at that time went to me, "Oh, Eileen, look at those pink houses. How ridiculous. Whoever has a pink house?" If I'd have been a little bit more educated, I would have go to Rajasthan and see how many pink houses are out there. But that stopped me painting. I never painted ever since then. So what I said earlier about your word, be careful with your words and give out praise. Give out praise. The negative, get out there free anywhere. Try and make all your words a positive thing to you. Now, this week we're going to remember to shut our energy centres down. So, crown, not shut them, just close them like that, like a flower. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and your root chakra. Just close them down because we don't want you out there ready to work all the time. So, stay safe out there. Stay safe. Be alert. That's the one. Be alert. So we'll say goodbye for this week. Please share these videos. I'm going to say the same thing every week now. Please share the videos. If they help one person out there, it's wonderful. I'm also putting them on YouTube because Rick told me that the sound is better from the YouTube, and that sound is really important in these meditations. So Eileens Crystal Singing Bowl Meditations. That's how you find me on YouTube. But thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for being there. Have a fabulous week. See ya next week, same time, same place.